What's going on, people? It's another edition of Jay Weezy's Rants, and it's gonna be a rant on Big Brother 16. And guys, I've been watching Big Brother for a long time. At least going on a decade now, man. Since I started watching it, and I gotta tell you what, man, Big Brother 16 will go down. I think for me personally, it's my most disappointing season of all time. Because the seasons 11 through 15 were bad anyways. Like, they were bad from the start, or they were bad from the get-go. Big Brother 16, on the other hand, though, was had nothing but potential. It had an excellent cast. And they had the one motherfucker I've been wanting this show to have. Someone, it doesn't have to be someone that is on Evil Dick's level or surpass Evil Dick's level, but someone who is almost there. And his name was Devin. Fucking Devin. This motherfucker was going to be the next big thing on this fucking show. And they fucked it up so early. I mean, so fucking early, man. 28 days. It hadn't even been a fucking month and a half yet. And this motherfucker's gone. I mean, this guy was must-see television for me. Those first 2 weeks of Big Brother, I was so fucking addicted to this show, man. It's like I looked forward to watching After Dark. Look forward to watching the live feeds. If I couldn't catch on a day, I DVR'd After Dark. I catch up, immediately go to the live feeds, because I always watch Big Brother around nighttime. And this motherfucker was always doing something. He was always doing something. He made me laugh. It was just so fucking refreshing and entertainment, man. I hadn't had that much fun watching Big Brother since Big Brother 10. That was the last time. Mainly that season Big Brother 10 was awesome, man. Awesome cast. Keisha, whatever that Keisha, yeah, was fucking amazing that season, man. I mean, we just haven't really had that, man. I mean, you had some spots from 11 through 15, like you had some players who were kind of there. I felt like Amanda, you know, I didn't really like last season because of all the racist shit. It was just sort of pointless. Like, it was actually pointless, but I did sort of like Amanda a little bit, because the thing about Amanda was, I think if she was in another season that was really good, like a season 8 or 10 or something, I think she would have been like fucking entertaining. Like, she just was in the wrong seat. It wasn't no competition for her. You know, she basically ran the house. She was with some dumbass people. It just wasn't entertaining, man. I felt like Devin had some people that were almost on his level, so it made it a little bit more fun. And plus, he had an alliance member with him, and Caleb, who was down for him. They even got in a fight, but they made up. And I could tell, man, if Devin could have just stayed another fucking week, man, this was going to be such an interesting season. And the main name that you was hearing about before he got eliminated, and you still hear about it now, is Devin. Nobody cares about nobody else on this fucking show. It's all about fucking Devin. You had fucking Frankie in this season, Donnie, like I said, back again, Caleb, Amber, whoever, you know, and these guys couldn't even outshine Derek, and you couldn't even outshine Derek. Devin, I mean, Devin was that dude. I mean, Devin he had a cool factor to him. I think that was the thing that I respected most about Devin. He had that cool factor to him. Like, what I mean by the cool factor is that he was a guy that people would watch the show, even if they weren't in the Big Brother. He would get them in the Big Brother. And I really felt like he did do that. He got people in the Big Brother. And that was cool, because a lot of people try not to get into Big Brother, but they don't know the whole other element. Because I watched Big Brother around people before, and their minds completely change. Like, they come in, they hate the show or whatever, and They don't even know why they hate the show. They just hate the show. Because I know I did too. You couldn't pay me those first few seasons of Big Brother. You couldn't pay me to watch it. I felt like, man, I had a different view about reality at that time than I do now, man. Like, at the time, I was really hating the hell out of reality TV around that time. Because that was like the boom period. That was when, like, American Idol, Survivor, all this other shit. I can't even remember, man. But it was like the early to mid 2000s, man. And I was like, man, this is some bullshit, man. But I just checked it out one night. I watched after that, and that's the thing. Most people don't watch the live feeds or the After Dark, and that's where Big Brother actually becomes entertaining at, is if you watch it on those two. If you watch the CBS episodes, it's hard to get into it, because CBS, they do some badass edits. It's not really worth watching. I mean, it's so fucking horrible. I haven't watched a CBS episode in a long time. I don't even watch the elimination episodes, to be honest with you. I actually, if I don't hear who got eliminated, usually what I do is I usually just wait. I wait for Thursday night. I watch either After Dark or the live feeds, and I find out there who got eliminated. So I'm surprised at the process that way, because I always felt like, man, I loved watching Big Brother that way. I didn't like watching those fucking badass CBS edits. I despise those CBS edits, man. Can't watch them. I haven't watched them in some years now, those CBS edits. When I first started watching it, I did watch it, but after a while, man, I was like, man, I'm not. I might have watched like a few episodes here and there, but for the most part, man, it was definitely not something I was going to just fucking watch, man. It definitely wasn't going to be that. So, for me, man, like I said, you know, I'm very picky when it comes to Big Brother seasons, because most of them have been bad to me. The ones that I saw, most of the ones I've watched have been bad. There's only been 2 that I really like since I've been watching Big Brother. I've been watching since around 6. And the only one that I really liked the only ones I really liked were 8 and 10. You know, I think the thing about Big Brother is that if you don't have those key entertaining characters, it's more than just about gameplay to me. Gameplay will go along with it. I like seeing good gameplay too. But to me, I gotta be entertained while watching this shit. I can't be watching this shit and being bored, okay? You know, because most of the time, you're watching these motherfuckers socializing and doing stuff like that. So that's a big part of the game. And what they do on TV is what's going to keep me focused and involved. And I really felt like most of these Big Brother seasons have been able to do that. Now, when it gets to the time of year, late July going to early August or whatever, it's football season again for me. You know, training camp starts. So that becomes the #1 thing in the entertainment world that I'm focused on. You know, if it's not an Olympic year, I'm zoned in on NFL training camp, going into preseason. Before that time, it's a little bit different because you don't have too much going on. You know, I watch reality comedy. I watch like America's Got Talent. I just started watching Rising Star. I'm starting to fall off of So You Think You Dance. You know, those kind of shows like that. But, you know, there's not too much going on. It's just baseball or whatever. Not too much going on around July. You know what I mean? So Big Brother really fills that void when it starts. You know, it usually starts around late June, early July. And it fills that void, man. And I'm constantly entertained by it. Let me take you guys back to season 8, man. Evil Dick season, man. After Dark. It was the first season I watched. I think it was the first season After Dark, period. Because when I watched 6 and 7, I barely watched those seasons. I watched them like through CBS, but I was like, nah. But season 8 is really the first season where I really got engaged in Big Brother. Like, watched it almost every fucking day. Like, Evil Dick and the shit that he pulled in that fucking season was just unbelievable. The way he treated people, I was like, I never really seen somebody that fucking evil, man. Like, this dude, well, he was like a cartoon almost, man. Like, I was like, is this even real? Like, he's actually treating people like this, but it was so cool though, because I was like, man, this is so much different than anything I've ever saw before like this in my life. And it was just, he had, like I said, he had that cool factor about him. That was the thing about Evil Dick. He had that cool factor about him. Now, a lot of people watch Big Brother in a lot of different ways. You know, it's not really all the same in the way people watch this show. A lot of people didn't really like Evil Dick, but here's the one thing that proves those people wrong every fucking time. Every time they want to talk about someone like a Devin, like an Evil Dick, basically your popular villains on the show. That motherfucker brought in the highest ratings. I believe they were eclipsed in season 10, and I'm gonna get to season 10 in a moment. But that motherfucker took Big Brother to new heights. He got a lot of new viewers that season, and it was just unbelievable the work he put into that season. I mean, you know, that guy was the shits. He was the shits. And I say the shits. Not the shit, the shits. That means he was the fucking man. You know what I mean? Like, this dude, oh my God, like, oh my God, like, this guy was something else. He was something else. And, oh my God, man. I mean, whoo, this motherfucking Evil Dick, man. I get goosebumps talking about that guy. That guy was the Michael Jordan of this shit. He really was. Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan, the GOAT of this shit, man. Greatest of all time. A lot of people will try to tell you that Dan wasn't fucking entertaining like Evil Dick. I told you guys, it's not just about the fucking gameplay. It's about being fucking entertaining. Your own fucking TV. This ain't just a fucking game, man. Okay? Your own fucking TV. And motherfuckers want to be entertained. Everyone that I know that watched that season that actually respected Evil Dick, they say they never watched Big Brother the same again. And I think that's why I've been let down over and over again. Because that season was like so fucking great. It's just hard to duplicate it. Hard to duplicate it. But there was one season that almost did it. And that was season 10. Season 10, unlike season 8, season 10 had like a lot of great characters that made it. You know, with season 8, there was maybe about 5 to 7 that kind of really did it. It was almost like that whole cast of season 10 was electric. And the thing about it was, there was some good gameplay that season. You could respect motherfuckers that season. It was a whole different, dude, it was a whole different ball game that season, okay? It was a whole different ball game that season. It was not the same as these other seasons. That shit was different, okay? That season, I'm telling you what, I was so engaged every night. And there seemed to be a fight every fucking week. I'll never forget, it was like around August, we had like 2 big fights in August that year. And it was funny as hell, man. And I love laughing on with Big Brother. It's that unintentional humor too, not that corny ass Big Brother humor, you know, where they, you know how big, you know, if you ever watch CBS episodes, you know what I'm talking about. Corny ass humor that they be displaying on there. I'm talking about like that real funny shit where you could be in the chat room chatting with these other motherfuckers and motherfuckers making jokes in there. I believe that one bitch was named April and Ali. April and Ali, man. Every night, man, we be making fun of them two motherfuckers, man, because they was like there was a showmance, man, making fun of them two, man. Um, making fun of April forehead and shit, making fun of Ali and shit, man. I was like, man, this is just some cool shit, man, and you could tell people enjoyed it, man. The people in that chat room, man, and it had a pretty good ending. That was a season with Dan. It was pretty good. It was like I said, motherfuckers was cool on there. I never was into Dan, but like the guy was always a really good player. He might be like game wise. I don't know if he is the best. I'll say he about second behind Evil Dick, man. But I mean, it was a good season, man. I mean, season 10 was the last good season they had, man, and that was back in 2008. It's 2014 right now, and if you ain't had no good season since then, you must be doing something fucking wrong for you to have this many bad seasons in a row. Season 13 was probably out of the bunch, probably could have been the closest to being one of the best. What happened was in season 13 was they had the veterans against the newbies. And they had some really good newbies that season, like Cassie. I remember Cassie was on there. And Cassie and some other dude, I believe it was a black dude on there or something. They were really trying to get an alliance going against the veterans. But the problem was the fucking newbies. And I remember there was this one fucking newbie, this old bitch, that really fucked everything up because she was going back to the veterans and letting them know what the newbies were playing. So the newbies were out one by one, and it got boring. And I hated Rachel. I didn't want to see the shit. Only reason to watch it was because of Evil Dick's daughter, who was in that season, Danielle. Oh my God, Danielle, man. There was an interview last season with Danielle. That bitch is fucking fine. That bitch is fine. Ever since she went to brunette, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, Danielle. Oh my God. But anyways, man. And then season 14 had that opportunity too. What went wrong with season 14, just like it has in season 16, just like it has in those other bad seasons, season 9, season 11. And season 11 was bad on a different note. I mean, season 9 was the worst, but season 11 was bad on a different note. Season 12 was kind of, because it had some fights here and there. I don't know. It was alright. I wasn't really feeling season 12, man. To be honest with y'all, I didn't feel that one. And I never hear about it being one of the greats. It's the only thing about this season is spun off Rachel, so who gives a fuck? But anyways, I call that like the gay season too. I don't know. But season 14, man, had JoJo and Willie. Now, like I said, I think part of the problem with Big Brother is they've had some miscasts as far as what seasons they're casting these motherfuckers into. Because a motherfucker like JoJo Willie would have fit perfectly in this Devin season. Some of these other motherfuckers, if they were in better seasons, they would have been better contributors to the game. Because I really felt like Willie was that motherfucker that was gonna snap out of nowhere, man. He was like pre-Devin. Like, we got more time out of Devin than we did with Willie, but Willie was a guy that was, man, I mean, he could have, I mean, he had potential, and JoJo had potential because she was very feisty. She had that typical New York Italian, you know what I mean? She had it, man. I mean, I like JoJo, man. JoJo was one of my favorites, man. Very underrated. If there's a motherfucker that I definitely say is underrated, it was definitely JoJo. JoJo was underrated like a motherfucker when you're talking about these great seasons. Man, JoJo was awesome, man. JoJo was another one that I really liked. Oh my God, JoJo. And she wasn't bad on the eyes either, man. She was like a poor woman's Mila Kunis. That's how I look at her. Like a poor woman's Mila Kunis, man. Straight up. Man, I mean, you had the players in most of these seasons. You had the players and it just wasn't executed right, man. And let's get to the current because man, damn, I've been really delving into history. I think, man, going 20 minutes into history, man. Not even talking about this. Okay, man, this season had a lot of potential. I really liked the cast when it started. Frankie was very annoying in the beginning, but then he grew on me a little bit. He calmed down a lot. That extra just it was too extra the shit that he was doing. But for the most part, I like the cat. But there's a few people on this show that I never really liked from the beginning. Nicole, Christine, Christine I could bear time. Nicole, I really don't fucking like. I really don't fucking like Nicole. That's a funny ass acting motherfucker. Didn't really. I mean, it's not even so much of the pushover shit. Like the way she let Derek just fucking bully that HOH that 1 week after the week before they got Devin. I was just like, man, this bitch don't serve no purpose, man. Just lousy into the game. There's a few other motherfuckers I really didn't like. I was always hot and cold on what's his name, Cody. I was hot and cold on Cody, man. I feel like Cody whines too much. But I mean, I could tolerate the dude. Like he wasn't that annoying. What was her name? Victoria. Oh my god! I can't stand that fucking. Was she fucking go already, man? I mean, I'm really not gonna be able to tolerate Big Brother at all. Even try to get back into it if she's still on the fucking show. Get rid of this pointless ass bitch. Just taking up space, man. Get her out of here. I can see why Zach hates her now, man. Like she's just, oh gosh. And now things have kind of changed where I hate Frankie again. I really hate Frankie now. I hate Donnie. He's annoying as fuck to me. He'll get his groundskeeper Willie looking ass out of here, man. You know what you gonna get. You know what you gonna get. Get your country ass out of here, motherfucker. Out of here, man. Get out of here, weak ass Duck Dynasty looking motherfucker. Man, get out of here. I can't stand that motherfucker too. Jocasta was kind of a letdown. I don't know what it is, but I see black females sometimes in these shows, like Jamaica from season 8. You know, kind of on the religious side. I was like, man, is she gonna be crazy? Because I hear her yelling a lot, so I was like, man, she got that potential to get into fights and shit. And I was like, oh man, it's not gonna happen. So a letdown there. I like Jamaica. I mean, Jocasta though, but just a letdown though. Just a letdown, man. Like I said, half the fucking cast I hate now. But the ones I still kind of like, I like Derek, even though Derek is the sole reason why Devin is gone right now. But that was a team effort though. I don't put it too much on Derek. But I like the Derek. Derek was a funny motherfucker because he always talking game. He don't never know when to shut the fuck up. You know, it's kind of fun to make fun of Derek sometimes, man. We all could put Devin up on the block, you know. You know, he got that. I can't even do his voice, but you know. Oh my god, but he's entertaining though, man. So that's why I kind of don't get on here, man. But still, high and cold with that nigga, just like with Cody, man. Hayden, I started hating Hayden because he was with Nicole and him. He's in that alliance, so I kind of slipped on Hayden. But Hayden individually, I like him, but I don't know, man. It kind of like he be acting funny sometimes. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't like him. I'll tell you that. I just don't like him right now. But I tell you what, man. I mean, Caleb and Amber are the ones that have really kept me going. The thing is, on these live feeds of After Dark, you don't see them all the time, so it's kind of not worth me checking in because if I don't see them together, I don't want to watch it. You know, I mean, Amber was always like the most beautiful in the house to me, and I just love watching her in there. And then Caleb, who we call Robin thinking Stalker Boy. They call him Stalker Boy in the chat rooms and shit. But he was a funny motherfucker though. I mean, that was the thing though about Buddy Ass, was that he was funny though while doing it. So there was something there about the guy that you could hold on to going forward. And like I said, that real problem I had with that is that the show would have been just so much better, because when Caleb was in that alliance with Amber and Caleb, it was kind of like, well, I don't know if Amber was kind of on the same team though. They was always kind of close together, whatever. But that was a motherfucker that really, these two motherfuckers were really watchable, very entertaining. Like I said, if they're in other seasons, watch out, man. They'd be very entertaining. Just as a weak season, again, it is kind of hard to keep myself entertained now. Because Devin, whether people like it or not, Devin was the heart and soul of that fucking house, man. And when he left, it hasn't been the same show. It has not been the same show, man. I mean, I've heard people say they've lost interest already. And who could fucking blame them? I mean, this is fucking horrible shit. So, I don't know. I just, for me, man, I can't. I don't know. I can't. So, oh my God. I mean, I can't really just get into it like that. So, that's what it is. And Zach was a hyper energy motherfucker. Like, he could be annoying at times to watch too. But that was the thing that I kind of liked about Zach, was that he was this really wacky, quirky dude, kind of all over the place, and I could tell he's going to get far also, man, just by the way he's looking. But I mean, he kind of made it. He kind of made it a season where it was fun to watch, man. So I kind of like Zach, man. But that was the thing. That's the thing that's killing it, is that the season had major potential. It's all gone now. You got rid of the heart and soul in Devin. That was the heart and soul of the season. You got rid of them. And this has happened too many times in one of these Big Brother seasons. Like I told you guys, in 14, I really believe that JoJo and Willie were the heart of that season. They really were. In 13, Cassie and that black dude would have been the heart of that season. My mind escapes me on these other seasons, man, because I didn't really like them anyways. I ain't even really watched too many of those seasons all the way through. But you got rid of the heart and souls of the season, the entertainment, the pure entertainment of the seasons, and when you do that, it's all gone. And like I said, for me, it's just, I don't know. It is what it is. We got to move on now. Man, I mean, totally disappointing, man. Totally fucking disappointing. I mean, if we could go back, I would love to go back in some of these seasons, man, and right those wrongs. Oh man. Another fucking season ruined, man. Another fucking season. So, damn. I mean, what can we do? What can we do? Got rid of Devin, and I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna pay the price for getting rid of that motherfucker because he was that motherfucker on this show. He was must-see television. Okay, that was the thing about that motherfucker. He was must-see television, and you got rid of him like a dumbass. Fuck gets rid of their main fucking stars. The next evil dicks. You know what I mean? So I was going back and forth on this shit, and basically the conclusion that I ended up coming down to was basically this. This was the conclusion that I came up with. Season 17, please no newbies. CBS, no fucking newbies, okay? Take a season off from the fucking newbies. Don't bring it back until 18, okay? Do your first celebrity season all fucking ready, man. Damn, what's taking so long for this fucking celebrity season? Let's get a celebrity season going, and let's put them up against all-stars. Let's bring Evil Dick back if we can. All of the major villains, because I've been wanting to see Amanda. I want to see Devin get his second shot. Amanda, I want all those fucking villains. Keisha, put them all in the same fucking house, man. You got a dope-ass season, and I guarantee you, because it's so fucking strong, you won't have to worry about early season letdowns, early eliminations affecting the season. The house will be strong enough. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter who you get rid of. I can't see Evil Dick being left early anyways. I mean, could you imagine Evil Dick on there with celebrities and shit like that? Bring back Jen. I mean, just make this an all-out season, man. Do something with season 17, please. I'm getting so fucking tired of these letdowns. You know what I mean? Like I said, luckily it's football season right now. I don't have to really worry about tuning back into Big Brother 16. I'll probably still check in every now and then just to see who's left in the house and see if it got a little bit better. Because seasons, I mean, it can rebound. It can rebound. I mean, it's, like I said, there's still some potential there, but it'll never be the same without Devin. I mean, once you got rid of Devin, that was it, man. I mean, you know what I mean? And people can fool themselves all they want into thinking that Devin didn't matter, man. That motherfucker mattered. It seems like most of the YouTube videos I've gone to have talked about Devin. The most out of anybody in that fucking house. So, that'll do it for right now. Hopefully I get to put this one up. I'm hoping I get to put this one up tonight. Because I've been wanting, like I said, I did this about 2 times. I couldn't execute these rants and put them on YouTube, so I need my voice to be heard. I want my voice to be heard that Devin, not having Devin, was a letdown. So, thanks for listening, guys. Peace.
Peace.